in a moment from now, even as we are on standby, essentially for the important verdict from the Supreme Court of India today. The pleas are in Supreme Court. What are the arguments? What have been the arguments so far? Petitioner's argument versus the centre's argument. First, the petitioner's argument. Special Marriage Act is about two persons. The sex of the person does not matter. Centre's argument, question should be left to Parliament. Why should the Supreme Court or any other court deliberate on this entire issue is what the government says. Again, right to life includes the choice of marriage is what the petitioners have said before the Supreme Court. Centre's argument is that if recognized, question of adoption will rise, is what the centre's argument is, essentially. Then, the right to choose a partner is a right of expression. No interference with freedom of choice is what the centre has said in court. Nalini, in fact, continues to be with us. Nalini, in the past, the centre did tell the court that, this concept of same-sex marriages is an urban elitist concept, to which the Chief Justice himself clearly said that, you're making a statement of this nature, but there is no data to support what you say, isn't it?
Absolutely. In fact, when this argument was made by Solicitor General Tushar Mehta, I believe what the Chief Justice of India said were two main things. One, he said that, of course, there is no data to supplement the fact that it's an urban elitist concept. He also said that the state cannot differentiate between any two people on the basis of their sexuality because it's an innate characteristic. It's something that people have no control over. And when people have no control over it, when something is an innate characteristic, then that cannot be an aspect on which class divide can be done. So on the basis of that, the Supreme Court, through the Chief Justice of India, had said that maybe there is manifestations within the urban community are far greater between the LGBTQ community, essentially because people within the urban circles are more comfortable coming out, but that's no basis to say that it's only an urban elitist concept and that there are no LGBTQ members within the rural parts of the country. So keeping that in mind, the Supreme Court, even throughout the hearing, Sneha, has actually shown a very progressive view in how to tackle this very issue. The questions that have come in from the bench have not only just been very sensitive, but also very intellectually stimulating. In fact, some of the lawyers who had appeared in the case told me that at the end of every day, they had to go back, regroup, think about the questions that the Supreme Court bench has posed to them and come back with answers. Because at the end of the day, it's not only an issue about the rights, but it's also an issue about the constitution of the country and exactly how we guarantee equality to each and every single citizen of the country, not just people in heterosexual relationships, but also members of the LGBTQ community. As to what happens to the ancillary rights, it remains to be seen whether the Supreme Court will even look into it or not. But at the same time, it's going to be a landmark judgment either way, whether the Supreme Court decides this in favor of the LGBTQ community or not. And like a lot of petitioners have said, this is only the first step towards what's going to be an ongoing fight to ensure there is absolute and complete equality for all the members of the LGBTQ community in line with what men and women, especially in heterosexual marriages, are guaranteed under the law.
Be with us in finally. Just coming back to you to talk to you about more about the kind of changes that will be required as far as laws are concerned and the work before the Parliament of India, if at all this green signal comes from the Apex Court today. Before that, Amit Bhardwaj is also, in fact, with us, my colleague who's joining us from Delhi. A series of reactions also that have been coming in. Amit, I'll just come back to you in a moment from now. Before that, these reactions that have been coming in.
Us how we are so, just uncivilized, as they would call us. That we took up their civilized laws and thought that that is what civilization is. But India has always been a very progressive country. In history and even now, even when we see that right now, we are having this judgment, like just the fact that as a developing country, we are reaching here so fast right after 2018, it is a great achievement in itself. So we hope that the judgment is all positive and all good. But even if say it's not, it's a great starting point. And a lot of respect to the legal team, to the community leaders who have put their effort behind it, and to all the generations who have gone by, so many people who could not just have this discussion openly, the people who had to stay closeted all their lives. It would be just so suffocating for them to be a certain way. And it's not one generation, it has been so many generations just from the beginning of when it started being not normal.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Just a moment.
अगर 5 साल इस जजमेंट के लिए करना पड़ा और उसके बाद अगर जजमेंट फेवर में आती है तो वो वर्थ इट होगा कि 5 साल कुछ भी नहीं हुए.
The government has taken a stand given in the affidavit that कि let the parliament decide on what is the outcome of it.
See, I would say कि जो भी होगा फेवर में होना चाहिए, चाहे वो कोई भी ले. बस उन लोगों को ये सोचना चाहिए कि हम लोग भी नॉर्मल ह्यूमन बींग्स हैं, हमारे भी उतने राइट्स हैं इस नेशन में जितने एक नॉर्मल हेटेरोसेक्सुअल कपल के हैं. That's it.
India's #1 political reporter
defines what seems to be happening, vendetta politics. कोई दूध के से धुला हुआ नहीं है.
Unmatched eye, unmatched experience.
The world has changed. My black hair has become grey as well.
And with unmatched passion for the story.
Do not monopolize the conversation.
When it's 100% news that matters. It's News Today with Rajdeep Sardesai. Monday to Friday 9 p.m. Only on India Today TV. India's #1 political reporter
defines what seems to be happening, vendetta politics. कोई दूध के से धुला हुआ नहीं है.
Unmatched eye, unmatched experience.
The world has changed. My black hair has become grey as well.
And with unmatched passion for the story.
Do not monopolize the conversation.
When it's 100% news that matters. It's News Today with Rajdeep Sardesai. Monday to Friday 9 p.m. Only on India Today TV. India's #1 political reporter
defines what seems to be happening, vendetta politics. कोई दूध के से धुला हुआ नहीं है.
Unmatched eye, unmatched experience.
The world has changed. My black hair has become grey as well.
And with unmatched passion for the story.
Do not monopolize the conversation.
When it's 100% news that matters. It's News Today with Rajdeep Sardesai. Monday to Friday 9 p.m. Only on India Today TV. India's #1 political reporter
defines what seems to be happening, vendetta politics. कोई दूध के से धुला हुआ नहीं है.
Unmatched eye, unmatched experience.
The world has changed. My black hair has become grey as well.
And with unmatched passion for the story.
Do not monopolize the conversation.
When it's 100% news that matters. It's News Today with Rajdeep Sardesai. Monday to Friday 9 p.m. Only on India Today TV. India's #1 political reporter
defines what seems to be happening, vendetta politics. कोई दूध के से धुला हुआ नहीं है.
Unmatched eye, unmatched experience.
The world has changed. My black hair has become grey as well.
And with unmatched passion for the story.
Do not monopolize the conversation.
When it's 100% news that matters. It's News Today with Rajdeep Sardesai. Monday to Friday 9 p.m. Only on India Today TV.